Season 8 of Overwatch 2 is just over a week away. What can we expect? Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm Dimsies from the Omnic Post. Season 7 is on its last legs, and overall it was better received than you would expect from a non-hero season. The Halloween event and the surprise crossover event with the Seraphim got people really excited. While both the Sombra and the Roadhog rework were hot topics throughout the whole season. On top of that, there was BlizzCon, so yeah. It has been an interesting few weeks. In a little over a week, however, the next season is being kicked off. On December 5th, that is, not this Tuesday but the Tuesday after. And it is a season that we actually know very little about, but it might have a few surprises in store for us. More about that later in the video. Let me first start out with the things that we should not expect for Season 8, because I've seen a lot of news outlets claiming that certain features are going to be released as soon as Season 8. Which they're not. So either they have some inside info, or they've been licking that mushroom that has been growing on the office wall. For instance, some of them claim that we'll see the launch of the new game mode that they announced at BlizzCon, called Clash. And sure, while they talked about it at BlizzCon and even showed off a new map that is tied into the mode, well, it's not actually a new map, it's a remade version of Hanamura, called Hanuaka. It's kinda like the, I can't believe it's not bought version of Hanamura. But that mode was still very work in progress. They actually said at BlizzCon that they were expecting to release it somewhere in 2024, which is not now. So, other things not to expect in this season is Comp 3.0. That is actually planned for Season 9, including those new comp rewards. Nor should you expect the changes to the Battle Pass and the shop. Those will be happening in 2024, and we're getting a news update, some info on what they're actually doing at the start of the next year. And getting the choice of which Mythic skin you're going to unlock is part of that, so that's not happening this season either. Alright, fine Dimsies. Thank you for being a party pooper and telling us everything that we're not getting. But what are we actually getting in Season 8? Well, how about Mauga? That new tank hero that we got to try for a limited time a few weeks ago. He is joining the roster permanently with the start of Season 8. Well, in unranked. We'll have to wait another 2 weeks before he actually joins ranked, where he's going to disrupt the competitive meta, because trust me, disrupt he will. He actually got buffed substantially after that test weekend. I made a whole video about it. Go check it out. Now, we might see a Mauga launch event during those first weeks of Season 8. And that might include a new game mode like they did with Lifeweaver. Could be fun. And maybe a first skin to unlock. To be honest, I'm very curious about his skins. There's a lot of fun stuff they can do with this guy. The sheer size of him and his weapons make him the prime candidate for some amazing skins. Another reason that I think we might get a launch event at the start of the season is that we have at least 1 or 2 more weeks till the Winter Wonderland event starts. Which I think is going to happen on either December 12th or December 19th. Yeah, that's right. I'm using a calendar now to predict whatever Blizzard is going to do. Now, in case you are not familiar, Winter Wonderland is the annual Christmas event. So the shop will be stacked with Christmas themed skins. And we can only hope that Santa also brings us a skin to unlock, one that we don't need to buy. If he does, we'll be able to unlock it by just playing the game. And the Winter Wonderland brawls like Jedi Hunt, Maze Snowball Offensive, Snowball Deathmatch, and Freestyle Elimination. I think that Winter Wonderland currently is the event with the most brawls. It's kind of insane. But that does not mean that they can't add another. We kinda like our new modes, and preferably one that is a little more PvE themed. It could be fun. We could be helping Santa Torbjorn, Santa Bjorn, or Turbonata. I don't know. That either sounds like a pasta dish or a hair metal band from the 80s. In any case, we could help Santa out loading his sleigh and fighting off some cookie-stealing Omnics. The little buggers. My favorite part, however, of this whole event are the winter-themed maps. Now, don't get me wrong, I hate winters in Belgium. Because they're all rainy. It's just like cold, miserable, wet. Sucks. But on the rare occasion that it actually snows, I'm a lot less angry. I wag my fist a little less at the sky at that point. So that's why I like those maps. And I do think it's about time we get a new snow-filled map. I want to see a Christmas theme Midtown. You know, with snow, Christmas trees, and loud shoppers. Bring it on. In any case, it is going to be a festive few weeks. Now, in case they start that Winter Wonderland event 1 week into Season 8, and it lasts like Halloween a full 3 weeks, we'll have about 4 to 5 extra weeks after that for other events. And those are most likely going to be new ones, because Lunar New Year actually is kinda late this year. It's on February 10th, and by then, Season 9 will already have started. Now, one is almost certainly going to be to celebrate the new Mastery mode. And BlizzCon did not only reveal that we're getting 5 new Masteries for Echo, Diva, Lucia, Mei and Genji, but that they're also adding a 3-player co-op mode called Gauntlet that is basically some type of tower defense. So they can make some noise about that. They're also going to reset the leaderboards at that point, and we're going to get replays of all those games that we played. Another of these extra events might be tied into the seasonal theme. Now, the most obvious choice for them for the theme of this season would be something festive. I mean, it's Christmas. The thing is, there's going to be another Christmas next year, so yeah. They are better off finding a theme for the season that is somewhat appropriate for the festive season, but not directly tied into it. Now, not too long ago, they shared some examples of some of the seasons that they will be doing, like Eldritch Horror, Egyptian mythology, witches, and even a mirrored universe. But none of those have, that festive feel to them. Not really. They might just decide to drop that link and give us Egyptian mythology, which they kinda did with Greek mythology last year. We'll see, but chances are, whatever it's going to be, that one of the events after New Year is going to be tied into the theme, and tied into the new Mythic skin. I often get asked, you might assume what I think is going to be the next Mythic skin, and I have no idea. It's really impossible to predict that. The only thing I can say is that I give it a 50% chance of being a tank, about 40% of being a support, and yeah, the rest, that it is a DPS. And if it's a tank, I would suggest Reinhardt. In Season 8, they're also starting with some limited time experiments to the gameplay, including that example that Aaron Keller gave during his latest blog, where they drastically want to shorten the spawn times. And other than that, there will of course be balancing changes and some surprise changes to the UI and the systems. All stuff for us to find out. It's almost like it's going to be Christmas. One that I think might be coming, and I feel comfortable enough to kind of try and predict, are some new sources for rewards. See, during the latest update, 2 new filters were added to the hero screens. One for the progression and one for the masteries. But currently we have limited rewards for those, so they might be looking into expanding that in Season 8. I think we all would love to unlock a unique skin when we hit a certain level on our main. And we just like new places to get rewards. Especially since it looks that we're not going to get a lot of new rewards from anything Overwatch esports related, since the Overwatch League is kinda dumb. But I have a video on that later this week, so make sure to subscribe. But that's about everything that we know for Season 8. Now, something more personal that I can share with you guys is that the start of Season 8 is also going to kick off the redesign of the Omnic post. Starting with Season 8, the posts on Instagram and Twitter will look slightly different. The next step. So make sure to look out for that. And in the weeks that follow, you'll see those changes kind of make their way right here on YouTube and on TikTok. We're closing this year down with a bang, ready to kick some rear end in 2024. But tell me, which hero should get a mythic skin in Season 8, according to you? Let me know in the comments. A big thank you to my patrons for their support. You guys are legends. You too can join the Omnic Post family over on patreon.com/theomnicpost. But above all, make sure to subscribe. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.